Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Journey to Become Wealthy. My name is Kelvin, and today is Wednesday. What a major day we had today in the markets. However, if you all been rocking with me, if you've been watching these videos, we were in full anticipation of these things, and the market is taking off just as we expected. Now, whether it's going to hold long term or not, we don't know, but we're going to talk about some things that could for surely affect this lovely bull run we have seen for the year 2023 so far. So before I get too far into it, make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so that you get notified when I make videos. All right. It's Wild Wednesday, y'all. Wild Wednesday. Today we got the FOMC meeting, and the Fed came through and they gave us that 25 basis point rate hike like we expected, right? That put certainty into the markets. Certainty. Y'all know what makes the markets go down, right? FUD, fear, uncertainty, doubt. But today they came through with the strong certainty. Cut all fear out. And Jerome Powell came through talking very dovish, in my opinion. Very dovish. He has said nothing new. All of the things that we expected in 2023 is really starting to look up. However, there are some things on the fundamental side that kind of say that the market should be coming down slightly. But just looking at the markets themselves, the technical side, the market is running, and hey, who cares, right? I'm loving it. I'm loving seeing these profits. Hopefully y'all love seeing that profit too. Okay, so to start, we got the 25 basis point rate hike from the Fed around 1 p.m. Central Standard Time today. The market slowly came down like they always do right before he started speaking. And after he started giving us some confirmation, right? Confirmation. Oh my God, the market took off and we see some new highs on many of our favorite stocks. And really on most of the indexes. But the favorite stock I'm talking about is Tesla leading the way. So we know, looking at today, Tesla is up 4.73%. And y'all know I just got to keep you updated on Tesla because I love it as a big dog. On the 5-day, 13%. Year to date, though, Tesla is up 67.82%. This is a big dog that you just cannot keep down. You just cannot keep this big dog down. So today, up 4.73%. The week, 13.39%, and has continued to run. Besides Tesla, today we got another big runner that ran up in the after hours, and you already know what it is. It is Meta. I told you all that we had earnings this week, right? And I told you all that Meta could potentially do well and that these things would be some of the things that push the market up. Meta came in with earnings not meeting expectations. However, they have news that puts their stock up 20% in the after hours over $30. So right at $30.87 in the after hours. I thought about trading this YOLO call play for the earnings, but I didn't. Man, boy do I regret it, because I'm pretty sure some of you all, if you played this call option, you are getting paid tomorrow and you can't even deny it. So Meta tomorrow is going to be trading flat, if not coming down just a little bit. But all in all, you got paid on today if you were investing in Meta. Facebook is doing its thing. Okay, let's take a look at the rest of the indexes, because you know those are the things that pretty much determine how the market moved today. We got the Dow actually pretty flat at 0.020%, but it had a run of its own. Look at it. This is right before Jerome Powell started speaking. He started speaking. Everything was going well. Market ran up like crazy, 2% from the bottom. And then it slowly came back down from that top by about 0.74%. Still, though, flat on the day, doing well. Year to date, up 2.89%. On the week, up 1.11%. The Dow is doing well. S&P 500, one of my favorites, y'all, today ran up 1%. $42 today, y'all. If you trade the SPY on RobinHood or Webull or whatever platform, if you don't have a platform, make sure you use my links below so you can get those free stocks, free shares for you and me. Right? So make sure you get those. The SPY up 1.05%. Look at this again. Right before Jerome Powell started to speak, we got this nice dip, and from there we ran up like crazy, 2.63%. Call options on this went crazy. I got in, took a small profit on them because I was at work, working like crazy, like I often tend to do, but work, and from that point on, it came back down. But that run up, if you caught this run up today, my God, you could have made a killing in the market, especially with the volatility. You all know, if you know options, that volatility, when things shoot up this fast, this high, this fast, a lot of money is put into it. That's IV, right? You gotta know IV. Gotta know what that is. If you don't know what that is, go watch my tutorial video on options, because I tell you all about that stuff. So it's looking good. So the S&P 500 on the year to date currently up 7.72%. On the week up 2.27%. Now that's not to say tomorrow we don't come back down, but we have more major earnings on tomorrow, Thursday, that could potentially knock this market out of the park. And y'all know we talked about that, but we're gonna review it again today, right? And we got the NASDAQ tech doing this thing. NASDAQ up 2% for today. And again, another nice bottom. Let's see how high up it ran. See how high up it ran. It ran 3.28% to that top side before it came back down just a little bit at 0.54%, 0.68%. Now again, if you caught this, if you caught that run up, I mean, you could trade QQQ, which is what I usually trade on something like this when I want to trade the tech side and I want to trade it affordably. QQQ. My goodness, it ran like crazy on the call options. Tesla ran like crazy on the call options. Meta, after hours, ran like crazy on the call options. A lot of money is being made on the upside. So hopefully you all were bullish with me this time. I know there's a lot of, ups and downs, a lot of people with different opinions. But you all know since January started, I won't say since January started because that would be a story. Most of January, I have been telling you I've been feeling bullish, and I have been full support of this market and how it's been doing so much better than we had at the beginning of 2022 January. The beginning of 2022 January, we were 100% bearish. 2023 January, the bull is back. The bull is back. So hopefully you all take full advantage of that, making money. Just man, hopefully y'all enjoying things, right? So let's take a look at our fear and greed. This is one of those things where I say we got to be careful, right? Because look at this. The greed is at 73. I think at one point we were extreme greed at 75 or 76. These things can be looked at as overbought or oversold. Overbought or oversold. If you all learned with me early on when I started, which I guess I should probably get back to that, we learned things about being overbought and overbought sold on stocks in the market. So when things are overbought, that's when individuals start to sell, right? Because that's considered to be the temporary top. They can be overbought. When they're oversold, that's when people start to buy because it's been sold too much and it's now below valuations. When it's overbought, it's above valuation and people get out. When it's oversold, it's below a valuation and people are buying to get in, right? So right now, we can anticipate a sell-off. Now, how big of a sell-off, I do not know, but within the coming weeks or days, we can anticipate a slight sell-off just to kind of bring this thing back down because people want to take profits. People want to take profits, right? I have also just been hearing news that this was a slight short squeeze. All the shorts, they're trying to cover their shorts, right? Because, okay, hey, we've been shorting the market for a whole year. 2023 has come through and the market is booming and we got put options. We got to get out of these. We got to hedge against these put options by doing what? Buying more shares of the stock, short squeeze, or buying more call options. Short squeeze, and that's the hedge funds, the big dogs. Us little retail investors, we're not doing that. We're not investing that kind of bread. But those big dogs, they're in here hedging against those losses, and they are making us some money in this market. Okay? So one thing I want to check out right before we call it a night, because you already know. Matter of fact, so go ahead. We're going to talk about Meta earnings first. So NASDAQ 100 futures rise after Meta posts quarterly revenue beat, right? They only beat revenue, however, their earnings per share that came in below. So we're going to start down here. Futures tied to the broad market index at a 0.1%. NASDAQ 100 futures gained 0.7%, helped by Meta shares. Futures connected to the Dow Jones Industrial Average ticked down 93 points. Meta surged more than 19% in extended trading after reporting a fourth quarter beat on revenue and announcing a $40 billion stock buyback. $40 billion stock buyback. This is another way that they can increase the price of their shares. They're going to buy $40 billion of those and lock it in. That's almost saying, hey, we guarantee we feel good about our company, we feel good about our product, and you should too. We're willing to invest $40 billion in ourselves. What are you going to do to aid our cause? And how, when they do that, just like, you know, when Elon Musk sold those millions or billions of dollars of his company, the price came down. What do you think happens when a company buys billions of dollars of themselves? Price skyrockets. So people were buying today in anticipation of this $40 billion buyback, because guess what? When they do this, when they start putting that money in, you can expect price to continue to soar. Man, we're going to the moon with Meta as of right now. As of right now, you all know Meta has also sent us straight to the underground before, but as of right now, we are on a rocket and it ain't stopping. That helped investors look past the losses. Like I said, they beat revenue, but their earnings per share did not. So that's the move. That move follows a positive day for the three major indexes. We already talked about that. So that's what's going on with Meta, right? That's what's going on with Meta. Tesla, just being a big dog, is doing what it does. So tomorrow, Thursday, right? Amazon, Apple, Alphabet, also known as Google. Those three big dogs are going to move the markets. They are going to move the markets. Now, for me, my opinion, Amazon and Alphabet are up in the air. We know ad revenue has been going down. People are not buying as much due to inflation and all these other consumers and goods, supply, demand, all these other things coming into play. However, I do expect them to fully come through, just like Meta did. Hey, we might not have met our earnings per share this past quarter, but this is what we have in store. Apple, on the other hand, y'all know Apple is one of the largest companies. It is the largest company as of right now. And I think it's going to say, hey, we made money. Apple always makes money. Y'all buy the new iPhone I say y'all, we all buy the new iPhone every time it drops. MacBooks every time they drop. Apple TVs, they also have the Apple TV subscription, which is blowing up. Apple TV Plus is blowing up. They're doing their own thing in the background as far as mergers and also getting into other technology endeavors. So I do fully expect Apple to come through and push the markets up. I think Amazon and Alphabet are going to probably tread the line, but they're going to have some news that could potentially push them higher. So tomorrow, if all three of these big dogs come in and do well, report well, and push the market up, we have a sustained bull market. I do believe we have a sustained bull market because that only goes to show what could come next in the coming weeks and how the markets can run, especially for tech. These are the ones in tech that's really just going to move things. So that's what we have. Okay. So right now, I'm still 100% bullish on this market. I'm feeling good about it. Again, I don't know now if it's going to hold because we are currently overbought. In the future, I will be planning to do a video kind of explaining being overbought, how to look for those signs, how to tell if a company is overbought, oversold, how to do your own evaluations, how to go look up the analysts. I'll go back to our roots back in the beginning when we started this thing. But as of right now, we are looking very bullish. I expect a lot of good things tomorrow, if not a little price coming down again. Overbought, so we can potentially come back down. But in the long run, I think over the next couple of days, we have a sustained bounce to the upside, and there's going to be money to be made. So hopefully you all enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, share with your friends and family, and I hope y'all making money. Thank y'all for joining me on Journey to Become Wealthy, and I'll see you guys later.